Hello to our friends. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for another Orc Mode workout. Today was max effort lower day. Quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please click like down below. You guys saw the PR already and you saw the mishap. I'm happy with the lift. Like, that was solid. I felt like I left a little bit in reserve. And when I say a little bit, I don't mean a lot. We're not talking 20 pounds here. Maybe 5 or 10. 10 at the very absolute most. Happy with the lift, but man, getting used to that monolift, and I had no problems on the ramp up. And people need to grasp, I do a bunch of singles on my ramp up. Like, I start with the empty bar, work up, racked it, re-racked it, everything went good. It just slipped, and for the life of me watching the footage, I can't fully figure out how it slipped, what happened. Maybe I need to get this stuff a hair lower, walk them in better. It's a little hard to do on a Mac. So I've realized, I don't know, this bar might be hard to do in the monolift. And I don't want to abandon this bar. You know, I want to be able to use my couple of different bars. And I really like this bar because it's so easy on the shoulders. And I want to be able to use my monolift. So we'll find some middle ground. It might be a case if I need to drop those safety slings on down. Okay, might be what we need to do. Might be what we need to do. Because in the event that that happens again, the bar won't be able to fling back like that. I'll go down. And because that looks scary. And I know people who saw it like that looks scary. And I'm not really hurt. Although I do feel like once I started training further, my right adductor or right glute, it's hard to tell. It's a little bit inflamed. So I couldn't do a lot of other stuff. And you guys see me get up. I got up just fine. Everything felt good. I did realize I did scrape the back of my head a little bit, but it's not in pain, just the skin got a little scuffed, no headache. But I went to do some sumo pulls. I'm like, well, let me try to ramp up. And as soon as I grabbed the first single, only 515, I was going to ramp up. I was hopefully going to throw another 40, 50 pounds on and ramp up to a sumo real quick. This was a grinder. My hip was just like, what are you doing to me, brother? What are you doing? Look at that grind. Like, see, because notice my hip was compensating there. It was a grind. It's only 515. Now, I will be the first to admit that lately my deadlifts have been and I'll take that. I know how to build my deadlift back up. I know kind of where my different weak links are. My squatting is going good. The benching is coming back after that minor issue. Well, it wasn't even minor. You know, so that's all coming along. I'm just going to live with it, take it gracefully, and we'll start hammering the deadlift harder. Start doing some more tech work again, right? Start doing some lighter conventional pulls instead of messing too much with the sumo, because my hips are getting a lot of trashing with all this heavy squatting. So the sumo may be not my best option, because I notice the glute and all that gets fatigued, and even that pull fatigued my right glute, fatigued my hip. And I noticed when I did this one, and again, still getting used to the monolift, I'm like, well, let me just do this bar because I know my max is, and let me just knock out a quick single. My right hip, you see my leg twitch there on that second rep? Okay, that knee is twitching a little bit. It's that glute and hip going, what are you doing, brother? We can't take this. See me wide on over there? I'm all panicky, like, did I get it in? Is it in? I don't want to have this happen again, right? That's fun. That's funny. I don't care if you love me or hate me. That's funny, right? Even the people, fans can love it. People who hate me can love it. Come on, let's have a little bit of fun there. I was over there looking. Did I get it in? Is it going? Am I going to fall right again? So I'm like, okay, hip is shot. Let me just do maybe some speed pulls with 425 just to do a little bit of pulling. And I noticed that right hip on these was like, you can't really pull too fast. So I'm like, let me just get a few pulls in so that I do something. And I mean, that squat actually went good. It's just that I felt the hip. And I knew that it's like, okay, it probably got slightly inflamed from that crash to the floor. And then when I did that sumo pull, it was acted up a little bit. I felt it on that. It doesn't hurt or anything now in any way, but it's fatigued. I need to let it heal this weekend. So we're not going to be able to do any other heavy hip work. Nothing that works at adductor. Okay? It is what it is. We accept it. I'll probably come in and hit squat PRs next week if I let everything heal up. Okay, because we got good training volume on squatting earlier this week. That's one reason that PR was so easy. So I don't get any real squatting in for the rest of the week. One max and then one good set. Probably will respark a small amount of muscle protein synthesis. That's what we'll get. That's what we'll get. So I decided to do some hang pulls, and I decided to use the figure 8 straps today because the grip was a little slippery last time. They went a little better, and though they're not pretty, that's the beauty of it. It's a low skill lift, doing it to build power, build upper back, build shoulder. This complements my overhead work, and because I'm not rowing, I really need the extra upper back to go with all the chin-ups. I need to balance that out. And the beauty of it is, it's like I notice that these make my shoulder feel great. So if my shoulder is feeling just a little bit tingly in the morning, the last couple times I've done these, and it does after all the pressing volume, because again, rehabbing that injury from the ring pull-ups, these really make it feel good. Like, as in good meaning I don't feel anything. That little bit of tingling inflammation goes away. So again, and I think it's largely just due to working these different angles and working the upper back and the rear delt and everything getting hit with a real stimulating effect. It seems to help. So we'll keep these in. And 3 sets is enough, guys. 3 sets twice a week on all my different lifts. Keeping in mind everything is heavy and we're hitting a wide variety of movements. You know, keeping in mind we're doing a lot of other pulling, and I'm doing heavy weighted chins twice a week. Okay, we just need to get some good effective reps in. And with this heavy of a weight, they're all effective reps. And like I said, I know that the technique is not beautiful, and it doesn't have to be. That's the beauty of hang pulls, high pulls, stuff like that, is that they're lower skill. Okay, and they work. They work. And then we finished off with, you know, my 3 sets of reverse hypers with 500 pounds. Keep that low back working. And I'll probably do a little bit of just GPP this weekend. Okay, do some GPP. Maybe take a couple walks. Let that hip heal up. And you know what? We're going to come in Monday. We're going to hit some pressing PRs. Come in Tuesday and I'm going to hit another squat PR of some type. I don't know what bar I'm going to do. I don't know. Probably the Buffalo. To be honest, I say I don't know. It'll 80% sure it's going to be a Buffalo bar. And I'm going to walk in and PR that baby. I'm going to PR it. Because I already know. Because I'm not going to detrain from I only did 1 real work set of squats after the max today. But we got quality after that last PR on Tuesday. We got a good effective volume. Okay, let that hip totally recover, heal up over the weekend. Some good carbs in, some good sleep, and we'll come in and hopefully smash a squat PR on Tuesday. I think it's there. So again, we just need this extra bit of work, and you know what? I have a game plan with the pulling, and I think because again, I'm noticing I wanted to do sumo stuff more and more, but my hips can't take it, and that's probably a factor. Right now, I just need to build my pulling back up. And I think some nice moderate speed pull type stuff like I did just now. I can do more singles in that though. Come in, get some conventional pulling in, keep building the upper back, mid back, all back up. Get used to that Texas bar, because that thing is a beast on the grip. The knurling is when I say aggressive, it's essentially the most aggressive in the industry. Okay? Right? That's it. That it is the most aggressive. Keep getting used to that knurling, and as my squat comes up, as that squat starts nearing 600, my deadlifts will come back up. As long as the chin-ups keep getting stronger, I keep building the rest of the back up. Start working my good mornings back in, because that helps. Okay, it just was not in the cards today with my hip, because they do beat my hips up. And you know, we'll get it all going again. But the squat and the bench are going great. Deadlift is, you know, again, regressed. We'll catch it back up and start PRing. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.